Welcome back. In a weather alert, Utah is not the only state in the West kicking off February with some active weather. Take a look at what people in Albuquerque got this week. As you can see, the town covered with a fresh coat of snow, and they're expecting some more to come this week. They've been a little warmer than us, though, with highs in the 60s as recently as Sunday.
Okay, and if you're lucky enough to be somewhere with clearer skies, you might have caught a glimpse of the gorgeous snow moon. Look at this. That's the official name for the full moon in February. This is a look that one man caught of the moon from Bristol, England over the weekend. Now, the snow moon is also called the storm moon due to the heavy snows typically expected this month.
That is gorgeous.
And I sound like an expert on it, but you probably know much more than even what we read.
You just nailed it. The snow moon means activity, and we've seen plenty of it.
Yeah, we have.
And we're seeing some of it out there right now. This is actually a view from Sandy. Just got this video on social media. Thank you so much to Rachel Whitaker for sending it our way. You can see some light snow coming down in Sandy, her Pucho in the backyard. Love that dog. Totally a snow pooch, by the way, and you can kind of see just really light, almost sleet-like, right? Because temperatures are above freezing on the valley floor, but we are keeping our eye on Park City, where Summit County, you can't even make out the mountain because the snow is coming down on the backside of the Wasatch. Noticeable here, I would say, from Morgan to Park City down to Heber, and then from Bountiful to Lehigh, some light snow falling, now moving into Utah County as the radar sweeps. You can see that includes over the Uintas and over the lake. Now, we're not expecting much with this system. It's a quick mover and minimal impact, but it's keeping active conditions. We can see that front that kind of came through with it. Notice that boundary there exiting to the right, and you see how that moisture in the last couple of hours has pushed south. We knew the system would come through in the afternoon. As we take that live look from Vernal, you can see they're pretty socked in over in Vernal, and the system should help out a little bit with air quality. We know that the winds are going to pick up behind the front, which means a northwesterly wind, and that could be downslope in Duchesne County, so the western Uinta Basin, as well as in Castle Country. We could see some gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour. And yes, they've been very socked in with inversion over in that region. So hopefully, as we get those winds blowing through, that will help them out. Looks like air quality will fall into the moderate category. It will be the first time in a few days that we've seen that happen on the eastern side of the state. And we do expect to see moderate air coming back along the Wasatch Front in Cache Valley and the southern portion of the Wasatch Front for tomorrow. And you know what that means. High pressure coming on back. Temperatures in the mid-30s in Salt Lake, and we'll be falling into the 20s as we get through tonight. A chilly overnight, but all in all, not too bad. There are those showers. We catch them here on the Futurecast model. Breezy conditions to follow as that system comes through, and that's where we get those northwesterly winds kind of impacting Castle Country and the basin. High pressure starts to build. It will be cold tonight, below average for tomorrow because of this reinforcing shot of colder air. High pressure takes over. We will see sunshine, and that's how we're going to stay as we close out the work week. As we roll into Friday, we're going to see seasonal conditions, but then take a look at what's brewing in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to keep a close eye on that because as that system drops south, it could split, and we'll see what it brings for our weekend. But right now, staying pretty quiet with high pressure and temperatures and air quality as the top concern. 20s and 30s for tomorrow, slightly below average again because of the cooler air that's moving in that northwest flow. Teens, 30s and 40s on the eastern side of the state, 35 in Cedar, and those temperatures in St. George will make it into the 50s. Here's a look at the next 7 in Washington County. Those 50s will get to the 60s. Yeah, they're coming. We're going to warm things up, coming just like that 7-day will. 60 by Saturday, rolling into Sunday, slightly cooler with breezy conditions. There's Valentine's Day on the 7-day, and we see upper 50s with a breeze in St. George. Here's a check on the Wasatch Front. 30s to 40s to back to 30s. So again, the weekend looking a little unsteady as that system brews off the Pacific Northwest coast. As we head into the middle of next week, more active conditions, and that storm looks promising. Cold enough that it will bring some snow, and that includes on the holiday. So we'll stay on top of it and keep you posted.